So we have understood about the importance of usage of else block, right? So you need not worry this space here because it's in the PPT mode, right? So after if automatically when you're using scripting mode, you'll get 4 spaces, and when you've gone for else, you'll have the number of statements, right? But what if you want to have multiple conditions, right? In the PPT, you have one more example where I'll be taking the input from user. You can have some more examples by your own, but what if I wanted to take multiple conditions, and if the condition is matching with the if block, it will execute over there itself. If it is not matching if it is not matching, it will go to else block, right? But what if you wanted to give multiple check cases, right? What if you wanted to give multiple check cases? There have one more option to use elif, because elif is the keyword where you say if the previous conditions were not true, then you can try this condition, because elif is the combination of else plus if. So obviously you will write elif in between if and else, because if the condition is not matching with if, you can go for elif block also, because if you directly go for else, automatically it will make you understand the particular condition is not being satisfied. But you wanted to have hit one more trial, that is where you try to use elif condition. You have the syntax like this, because for elif you automatically have an expression, whereas because for else you don't have any test expression. The reason is else is the opposite of if your condition is not matching in if, then automatically it will go for elif. So where you go for elif, so automatically if you have a condition in if and you wanted to try with one more condition, use elif. Okay, now let's go for an example where I told you how to use the scripting mode, right? Because basically we need to be very clear when we are using if and else. That is where if you are starting using like this, in the previous video only we have seen what happened. You are getting invalid syntax. Why? When you are using if and else, you should have proper indentation. That is mandatory. Now let's take one more example where I wanted to check whether the given person is eligible to vote or not. See, again it will be in red color only until and unless you make it aligned and you make it execute. So if you give any other number, it's odd. So that's what according to our program, you can make in multiple ways. This is the very simple way to start using conditions. So our problem statement is check whether the person is eligible to vote or not. Check whether the person is eligible to vote or not. Okay. Now, what does that mean? With let's make it specific in India because in India only we have the different principles, right? Compared to other countries, because we are democratic country. So our eligibility is 18 years, right? If the person age limit is greater than 18 years or equal to greater than equal to 18 years, he can easily cast vote. He can start casting vote. So I'll take up this example and we'll try to make it understand. But before that, let's try to have the syntax of it. So here, if you wanted to make sure if your Python interpreter doesn't want to get this result, what you can do? You can start using 1, 2, 3 triple quotes, because it will treat this as a string, and once you assign this to a variable, it is treated as a string, and it allocates some memory. But if you're not assigning to any variable, it is just regarded as a description part. You can understand yourself as multi-line comment, but there are no multi-line comments in Python. You have only single line comment. We treat it as multi-line comment because our interpreter will make sure that we just relate this thing as unknown, just unrelated part, or it will not execute that part. Okay, now let's try to write the syntax for if elif block. So I'll write the syntax, and I just wanted to continue that thing. So the syntax could be, so you write if, let me write the syntax directly for elif. So for elif you write, you give test condition or test expression, whatever you say, it's up to you. So test condition, and that can be a combination of arithmetic, assignment and comparison. You can use anything, right? So it depends on user interest. So automatically again 4 spaces where you can have n number of statements here. These statements play a very key role according to our user input. Now when I go for elif, I should specifically write a test condition. So everything is green color, right? If you wanted to end it, just end triple quotes here. Then automatically you can write your program. So now let's take input from user. So I take age is equal to, my input could be age is equal to int of input of, enter the age. I want to take input from user. There you go. Once you execute it, it will start running and you can take input from user. But now I just wanted to give the conditions directly. If age is greater than equal to 18, because if age is greater than equal to 18, and again you are giving same variables names right here. If age is greater than equal to 18, because 18, this is your variable and this is your default condition. Why? You already know the condition, right? Because in India, if the person age is greater than equal to 18, he can cast vote. He is eligible to vote. So here this is mandated to mention. If you don't mention anything, then what is the use of comparing here, right? So if age is greater than equal to 18, print he or she is eligible to vote. That is what we are taking, eligible to vote. Now, as I wanted to make sure, if I enter and if I execute it, if the age is not greater than equal to 18, if it is 15, you don't get any result, because 15 is not greater than equal to 18, because you gave only one condition. This block has been closed, so you don't get any result. There you go. What do you use? You make up one more condition where you wanted to end this, else. Okay, if I give else, he or she cannot vote. That is other clause, right? That means, don't worry, I told you I'll explain about elif and I'm not using elif. I'll make it very simple. You need not worry about it. So if I execute it directly and if I enter 15, so obviously you are getting some result. What is the result? The else block result, because in else block you gave he or she cannot vote, right? Now what I want is, where can I use elif block? In which cases I can use? Because if you have multiple conditions over there, where programmer wants to test some multiple conditions and execute those conditions one by one. So now if I remove equal to here, what happens? Right? You execute it, and if I enter 18, what happening over there? You are executing else block, because greater condition is satisfying and less than condition is satisfying. There is no equal to condition. So in this case, I can start writing my elif block. Elif age is equal to 18. Now let me press enter. See, automatically 4 spaces, everything, if elif else is in the same loop. So print he or she just got vote right. I am writing my own print statement, so you need not worry about them. It's up to user interest. Now when I save and when I execute, so automatically what is the input? Suppose if I give 18, you see now the result within the elif block you are able to print. That's where you need to understand how far you are making some changes. It's fine. Now if you enter 20, you get first result, because age is 20, 20 greater than 18, he can 18 equal to 18 if it is less than 18. Very good. You are having proper multiple conditions and your program is very good to execute. But you wanted to give one more way where your user should know how many years he should wait, right? That's where I'll try to make some modifications. Something like, if I enter and if I execute, suppose if I enter 12, it is just giving he or she cannot vote. That's it. It is not telling how many years I should wait. How many years he should wait? Basically, if he is 12 years of old and he should wait at least 6 years to cast vote, right? Because 18 minus 12. In that way you do the logic, right? Yes. Now follow the same process. Go for else block, print. You just, what is the logic you are trying to give? You are trying to make sure that you enter your age. Suppose if you give like this, age minus 18. You see the result, what happens over there? You need not worry. Age. So because if you wanted to see the result, years to wait. I'll write very simple and I'll make sure what is the mistake we are doing. Save and if I execute, let me just keep this as comment because we are having two statements. So let me execute this, save, and if I give 12, what is happening? Minus 6 years, right? Do we have minus 6 years? No, right? Because you gave a mistake here. What is that? You gave age minus 18 because you are having less, you are subtracting lesser number from larger number. How is that possible? It's wrong, right? Yes, so just replace this 18 minus age. So 18 minus age, he or she should wait. Let me just write in a better way. You need to wait. You need to wait because you are writing a string and you are writing a string here. You are having a variable. If you directly execute this, obviously you will get an error. Why? Because you try to separate them. How do you separate? There you use commas, right? So this is one way, 18 minus age. So this is the proper alignment. Now you'll understand when you enter 12, so you need to wait 6 years to wait because you need to modify that print. So it depends on the user. So you need not worry about it. So you just make sure years to vote. It depends on how better you write print to convey the result because solely it depends upon user interest. Whatever logic you write, it gets satisfied because you gave the proper logic here. This is one way of print. What is the other way? You are having string here, you are having string here. You can use plus symbol, right? Yes. So write that way also. Print, you need to wait. If you wanted to use string, so how can you use it? Just give plus. So plus 18 minus age plus you can write just directly years to vote. Suppose if I give in this way and if I start executing it, let me make this as comment, and if I start executing it, suppose if I run directly without saving it, it automatically asks me to save because every time before you run, it will ask you to save the result, save the script. So save, if you enter 12, what did you get? Yes, you will get a type error because you are trying to concatenate string with string and an integer because you are getting the result as integer, right? 18 minus age, whatever age you enter, so 18 minus number is a number over there because you are using plus here. So you need to use here type conversion because we have learned about them in the beginning itself. That's what I wanted to make it simple. So type conversion plays a very key role here. So I just wanted to execute it in a very step by step. Now what happens? 18 minus age, this is an integer, you are reading as a string, but at the end you will get the result directly. Suppose if you enter 10, so clearly you need to wait 8 years. As it is combined, if you wanted to give any spaces over there, so it depends on user interest, how do you try to give space. Just make it simple how you are trying to execute it. If you give 11, you see, if you wanted to make it spaces, you just need to make sure how do you align it, whether you wanted to use it as new line or anything. Suppose if I give new line here, and again if I give plus here, you see, it depends solely on user interest how he is trying to combine. If I enter 10, what happens? You need to wait 8 years to vote. So no need to worry about that logic. Always worry about what is the, no need to worry about the print type. Always worry about your logic. Okay, you have multiple ways to see the result. You only use elif when you are trying to have multiple conditions to be executed. That's where it plays a very key role when you are trying to go for conditional statements, because you can use same program for any other problem statement. Same way you can taking user input to check whether number even or odd. You have multiple use cases. So take any simple use case and start executing from your own end, because always when you're using elif and else block, make sure that you're going in a proper way.